So this is about the Zodiac system and how your soul is entangled into it. So the Zodiac system is about when you look at your star signs. Now, the witchcraft that is attached to that, and to get yourself untangled from that, is once again a research program that you do. It's not that hard to understand because you know what your birth date is and everything else, but it's actually not about just the symbolism of it. It's actually how it's tied back into the constellations, and how those constellations actually tie back into the ley line grids of the earth, and how that's tied back into the ley line grids in the atmosphere around the earth, and then you're entangled in amongst all of that. So I had somebody in my life that would ring me up most weeks or most mornings and read my star signs out to me. And at that time in my life, I thought it was a load of crock. To be honest, I started to read them. And what that does, it entangles your imagination. So your mind, will, and your emotion. So your mind gets caught up in it. And inside that entanglement, it's like a spider's web for some people. And it is like finding the needle in the haystack, which I've mentioned before. But this one is really about research and discussion, but it's a feisty one, because what you're going to do in this series is actually going to have a workbook, and there's 88 constellations that you're going to untangle yourself from. Now, you're not going to be entangled with every constellation. I had an Australian lady who was extradited back from Australia to New Zealand, and she was entangled up in the Hook, which is a constellation which ties back to Maui, who lifted up New Zealand in the mythology. So that mythology that I talked about earlier, about the folklore, it all ties back into this. So this is a really intriguing topic, and it'll be different for everybody. Your circumstances and scenarios will be different from mine, but they will be so exciting to unravel and disconnect your soul ties with that.